E3 2019 is upon us and brought with it a brand new look at Borderlands 3. As if we needed another reason to be excited for another Borderlands, we spotted some awesome new details in this brand new trailer. So let's take a look at all the new cool stuff we found. Less of a hidden detail, but something worth noting, this trailer starts out with a recruitment announcement from Lilith, stating that there are only 6 sirens in the universe and that she used to be one of them, further confirming that her powers have been stripped from her, which we saw in the Borderlands 3 reveal trailer. Next, we get a bird's eye view of Pandora. This shot shows us the aftermath of Tales of the Borderlands when Hyperion's space station crashed into the surface of the planet after its AI Handsome Jack tried to assume control of it. As all these enemy vehicles zip by on their way to a big fight, take a closer look at this specific vehicle. You can see a shield that digitizes in the front, back, and around the driver's seat opening. For now, we have to assume that only enemy vehicles have this new shield ability in combat, but this specific buggy design looks very similar to the one we drove in Borderlands 1 and 2. So if it turns out that our own drivable vehicles get this level of mechanical customization, it'll be a very welcome addition. Fast forward through the motorcade and we see this big baddie with a loot chest strapped to his back. In Borderlands 2, Goliaths could spawn with loot chests on their backs, and once you put them down, that sweet loot is yours for the taking. Looks like that will be the case in Borderlands 3 as well, and more loot is good loot. Flak is probably the character we've seen the least of in Borderlands 3. Though we've seen his companions, we don't know much about how they work or if these pets are voluntarily loyal to the Vault Hunter. Fortunately, this new trailer confirms they do indeed love him based on the skag who gives Flak a good puppy smooch. Terrifying tongue and all. Rewinding a bit, we do get to see how these characters are summoned. Here you can spot all 3 animals being summoned at the same time as they proceed to attack everything in front of them. Of course, this moment isn't actual gameplay, so take it with a grain of salt for now. Later in the trailer, we see that Flak only summons this solitary skag, which could indicate that summoning all 3 might be a part of his ultimate ability. We can see, or not see, Flak turning invisible when he jumps on Moses' mech, suggesting this might be his passive ability. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. This is a gun. This gun shoots guns. What? Now, we only get to see it in action for this half second, and we don't see it shoot any legendaries. But our working theory is you'll only have access to this ridiculous gun-shooting gun outside of combat in a hub town like Sanctuary, or when you pay for its use with some sort of in-game currency. Either way, we're getting a literal loot shooter. This monstrosity of a chest appears to hold some intense guns. When it opens, it sparkles with a wondrous gold glow that likely houses legendary loot, judging by how unique this gun in the middle looks. It's also possible this hints at the new effervescent loot tier coming in the Borderlands 2 expansion, Commander Lilith and the fight for Sanctuary, and could be carried over into Borderlands 3. We can only hope. Here we see Maya, all Jedi'd out, displaying some of her siren abilities to this never-before-seen character. It appears as though this kid could be either imitating Maya or going through some sort of siren training exercise. Since we know there can only be 6 sirens at a time, could this child gain siren abilities and prevent Lilith's powers from returning? Those are the big details we noticed in the new trailer for Borderlands 3. Did we miss anything huge? Let us know. And if you want more Borderlands 3, and who doesn't, you can check out some gameplay of Moze in action on the new planet Eden 6, or our review of the brand new Borderlands 2 expansion, Commander Lilith and the fight for Sanctuary. And for much, much more on Borderlands 3, keep it right here on IGN.